got Snail. Thank you for 16 months as a member. He says Devon Richardson is going. I think he meant Devon Witherspoon is I think who he meant on that one.
Sure.
Is going to be an all-pro. You buying into that?
Oh, 100%. Like Devon Witherspoon is going to be an absolute animal this year. Like I loved Spoon. He was my number one corner coming out. Mike Macdonald is going to take Witherspoon and supercharge him. He is going to be Kyle Hamilton on steroids. And Kyle Hamilton was amazing last year.
Yeah.
He had a tremendous transition from year 1 to year 2. And he was a force last year. Spoon is going to be that plus. So if you believe what Hamilton did in Baltimore was impactful, like he's coming in the same system, he's going to play the same role. And I think he has a wider range of skills than Hamilton. Hamilton has some very high level skills. They're slightly more narrow, and McDonald found a way to absolutely maximize those. He can do more with Spoon. Like he can do almost all the same things plus some more. I think Witherspoon's going to be an absolute superstar this year. Like I don't think people are ready for what's going to happen to him. He's going to be amazing.
Let's go. It's I guess you also speak to, and the imagination part of things that we've spoken about a couple of different times prior to the stream and during the stream here now. When you come to Witherspoon, one of my questions for you was going to be about how you utilize him. The old line of thought is that the guy is at his best to use him as an outside corner, keep him out there to keep him at his most valuable and what he brings to the team. What I'm kind of hearing from you though, in both what you feel Mike Macdonald's going to use him for, but also what it seems like by the tenor of your voice, you think is the best way to use him is no, he is a weapon. He's a piece. Move him all around within this defense and let him do a bit of everything.
You're going to see, again, McDonald's defense is really cool. And the evolution of what McDonald brings to this tree branch, whatever you want to call it, of defense, because that's what it is. It's a continuation of a defense that's been around for a long time, but it's been through a bunch of evolutions. And really what Mike is doing with it right now is the next step. It's the next evolution. When people look back at this, they're going to mark this as no, Mike took it in a different direction. He took what was there, he simplified it, and he kind of weaponized it. And McDonald's defense does a lot of replacing. McDonald's defense has roles, not for players. It has roles to perform in the defense. And on one play, they will line it up and one player will run that role. And then with basically the switch of a one-word call, they can switch roles. So like hook flat zone coverage. On one, it's the outside linebacker. On another, it's nickel. On another, it's a swap with the outside corner and the inside corner. So a guy like Witherspoon who can play all over the field. And yes, he can hold up better than hold up. He's excellent outside and outside coverage. So, if you want to task a guy with no switch release, right? You say, one double, right? You're going to run Spoon as one double, which means he's going to be on that guy no matter what. Like, you don't have to worry. Guy goes outside. You're like, oh, now we've got our, now the offensive coordinator has us where they want us. They got our 5'9" slot corner on their 6'4" outside receiver, which is what they wanted. Here comes a go ball. Like, if Spoon goes to the outside, McDonald's not worried. Like, he's not even going to think about it because he can do that. If he wants to blitz him, he's tough as hell. He attacks on the run in a way that very few corners do with physicality. If you want to run him post safety, if you want to roll him off, and again, you want to switch release and you want to say, okay, we think the linebacker can take the slot right here. We want Spoon to go on and go erase the tight end. One word call, they can do that. Same alignment, same formation, different responsibilities. There's not a ton of guys that you can do like 85% of that defense with, and Spoon's one of them. So he's going to be the everything can opener for that defense. He's going to be everywhere. He's going to be making plays all over the field. McDonald is going to work to put him in spots, just like an offensive coordinator works to put their, star ball carrier, ball receiver in spots to highlight them. McDonald's going to do that, right? He's going to hide him. He's going to make him a focus of stunts. He's going to let him go when he needs to let him go. He's going to let him freelance. Once Spoon gets comfortable with what's going on, look out. Like, second half of the season when he's playing fast, sky's the limit.
You're speaking to purpose here too. And the thing was that we used him in the slot last year, but you used him in the slot because, this guy didn't work. We don't feel as good about this guy. Well, we've got Mike Jackson and Trey Brown on the outside. So let's just put him inside. Versus what you're talking about is actually having a purposeful approach of attack with the player so that you can actually utilize him to his best. Not that he had a bad year last year, but it's just two different.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Think about what on my other podcast, Bears Over Beers, we talk about agents of chaos. We're big on players who are agents of chaos. And when Antoine Winfield Jr. got drafted, we wanted him to be a Bear very badly.
Oh, he's my favorite. Yeah, my favorite too.
Yeah. We wanted him to be a Bear very badly. And we knew he was going to be an agent of chaos. And now he turns out he's paid safety in the league. Tampa Bay moves him around for effect. Like they put him in spots to make plays because they know he's capable of making plays against the pass, going forward, going backwards, laterally, side to side. There are very few things he can't do. There are things he does very, very well. And they put him in those spots. They feature him. They highlight him. He is a highlight defender. And that's why they paid him that way, is because he does everything for them. And, the Patriots do it a little bit with Kyle Duggar. It's the same thing. Like, he's very capable in some ways that other safeties are not. One of the very few safeties in the league that can take on a pulling guard and put him on his can. Like, and that's unique and they like it. Like, they know how to use that. They weaponize it. So that means they can play a ton of dime and nickel because Duggar is, a linebacker plus for them sometimes, but he can also run and cover because he's damn fast. So you find those players who have a flexible skill set and you don't pigeonhole them to, well, the box says you do X on X play, right? Yeah. You find a defensive schemer who is saying the way that you can influence the offense the most on this play is to do this. Yeah. Right? We're going to dictate to the offense this way, not you're going to react to whatever the offense does to us.